So guys, up here at the local Subaru dealership, I had to come up here today to pick up the last pieces of the radiator support. With the radiator support and these extra frame rail pieces, just the fact that they're stamped thin sheet metal, I didn't want to risk them getting damaged in shipping from SubaruPartsDeals.com. And after talking to SubaruPartsDeals.com, they suggested just picking them up locally as well, just to ensure that the parts were not damaged. And finally, have the last two pieces of the puzzle, I hope, to get the radiator support welded in, and hopefully we'll get that done today and maybe even get it primed and painted. So these should be our last two pieces. This should be the end cap for the driver's side frame rail. If you'll remember, I'll put a screenshot in. Ours tore down here in this lower quadrant, so we should be able to just drill out the spot welds and weld this onto the end of that frame rail section. And then behind this plate, there's a little gusset, which is this piece, or should be this piece, that goes between the frame rail, that end cap, and our radiator support we picked up and showed in the last video. So hopefully we've got everything now where we can put this car back together, and it should be bang on straight. We shouldn't have any issues. This should just weld right into place where the old one was, everything line up, and be good to go. Whew, Jesus, sun got cold outside. All right, guys, so we are finally back to the body shop. Got the STI in the paint booth here. Got these end pieces. Got my little Milwaukee band file. We've got a ton of spot welds to grind out. Subaru definitely did not skip on the spot welds on this end plate, but did confirm, of course, that we do have the right end plate here. And this piece here goes on the back side. And then the rest is that radiator support that we already have. Should be every single thing we need to get this thing back up and going. So now I guess you just got to watch me grind out a crap ton of spot welds on this end plate to start. I think that is all the spot welds on the faceplate here. There's some circles here, but I don't think they actually penetrated or welded through. I'm gonna go grab a chisel and a hammer and try to pry this up and see how stuck the rest of these are, if I need to grind them any further than that. Man, I really wish I had my new shop built. It's always weird working in someone else's shop when you don't have your own tools with you.
Had to really go for a larger pry bar, but the buddy had to go and check on something, and I don't know where his tools are, so making do. All right, guys, so we got this piece, the upright for the radiator support on the right-hand side, taken free. We're gonna leave this upper part of the radiator support because it's not dented up, dinged up, and it, like, as you see here, there's part of this fender that goes over top and spot welds to it. It spot welds to that part. There's just a lot of stuff going on up there, where there's only, I think, one spot weld here, two on the underside here, and one on top here. And we just drilled those spot welds out, got this piece out. So we're just gonna leave these. We'll cut it off of the new radiator support, and we'll just replace the two uprights on the sides, that center upright, the crossbar, all that bolts in where that goes. Got the end plate off, got that old impact, airbag impact sensor off of there. We got the rest of that front plate ripped in the middle, got that pulled up. This piece we're gonna save because it's just coming off the frame rail, it's just barely bent. We'll just tweak that back. And there's two plates here on the back overlapping that we'll save as well. So we're just gonna get this plate off, which I just realized it got crushed. So I just called Subaru and ordered that piece. And we're gonna take that loose. We're gonna drill out this upright, get it out, and then we'll get this lower part, two-piece. That's the piece up here that came on the radiator support, and then there's this plate under here. Luckily, this side tore out, so it should be pretty easy to get loose. I think we got two spot welds here on the back that hook to those auxiliary plates, and we'll get it loose here and get that all out. So hopefully we'll at least get all this cut out in this video. We won't be able to put it back together yet since we're waiting on this panel that I was not paying attention to. Yeah, see, this piece had already torn loose up here too near this impact sensor, so that's why that was that way. should be as free. And there we go. Second upright's out of the way. I'm gonna get these stupid impact sensors loose. Or sensor, it's just one. There we go. Out of our way. Add it to the junk pile. Alright, so now we need to get this end plate off here and get the rest of this upper part of the lower radiator support out of the way. Alright, got the end plate off. We gotta work on this. one side completely done. Got the frame rail in the middle, or the radiator support in the middle. I don't know, I was trying to fight it all together. Finally got this piece off. Now what we gotta do is get this piece off. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 spot welds left, and we'll be good. All right, so I've got the end plate loosely bolted up in place. Already taken the top wings off the new radiator support. Drop it in. See how well this lines up. And that is pretty damn good from where I'm sitting. So we got a little bit of finessing to do over there. We need to get this plate here. Other than that, looks like everything's basically gonna go where it ought to go. I really wanna see if this is gonna line up right or not. Looks like we're going to have to pull that out a little bit on the hood latch. Whew. About got my hand there. Let's see. It's close. Need to bolt that in, but that's pretty close. All right, so I guess that's a good stopping point for the day. We've got a little bit of tweaking to do on the frame rail over here. Gonna let it set and keep pressure on it so it bows on out just a hair. It's just a little tight on that bottom piece of the radiator support. Got the other side, the right side over here, piece of the end cap for the frame rail on order. Should be in Tuesday. Got that one lined back up. Everything bolted up, everything lined back up. Basically, got the hood latch welded or bolted back in. And she actually closes. And our gap is pretty much bang on both sides, just like that. So it looks like we lucked up and this hood did not get folded under or bent when that impact happened and curled that radiator support under. But yeah, good progress today. Opens like it should. Just got a little finessing to do and burn all this in, weld all this back in, paint it. This is everything we removed. This is the old center support, the old radiator support sides, the bottom piece, the end plates for the frame rails that were beat up, and the new top wings of the radiator support we ended up not using because we didn't need to. They didn't get hurt. And then we still got our original paint up here on the sides under the hood. So guys, that'll be a good stopping point for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.